Howdy, and welcome to Minecraft. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you wild animals of all ages, my name is Damien, and we are back. Last we left off, I was over at pet, whoopsie, one moment, controls, not controls, settings. Always entertaining, there we go. I need to be able to see my shit. Last we left off, I have no torches, do I? I had lost everything I was looking for. Village, I have no idea where to find myself. Myself being the me that I lost. And also, well, just in general, things are not going great. I tend to wander without thinking. Whoa. So, alright, come on that you hit me. So, while wandering without thinking, I never once took into consideration where I was going, what I needed to be doing. Well, I took into consideration what I needed to be doing, but I don't really know where I was when I fell in that hole, so I really have no idea how to find it. Are you serious? Okay. Well, as stated last we left off, I was staring into the abyss of a hole. I got another broken bow. Great. Great. Gonna make some torches, replace that with, replace a lot of things. A lot of these things are completely pointless for me to have. And, continue on our quest for a village. La Villaggio. While looking at the ground sometimes. Aha, you stood no chance, sir. Because I pushed you into a tree and beat you to death with a stone sword, iron sword. It's weirdly kind of a dull gray for an iron sword. Either way, welcome back, even though I said that 3 minutes ago, to Minecraft. I'm really not sure what to do at this point, because realistically I have no map to tell me if I'm even still in the first world. Realistically, the only way to get home now is to die. So, let's try to avoid doing that, but also, if it happens, it matters even less now, because I've already died once. Just collecting some coal to make more torches so I can see if I decide to go a-diggin'. A-diggin' deep into the world. Not certain, but I think something just growled at me. Let's head upward. Try to get a view. Also, we're gonna just summit this mountain and head over. Pretty sure there might be something on the other side of this. On the other side of this, that is, sorry. Sorry if my voice is a little wonky. And, for some reason I woke up this morning and it was kind of sore. I'm kind of wondering if that's just from all the talking. Oh well, c'est la vie. It's the, it's what happens when you talk very little and then, other than to, like, friends and stuff, and then decide, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna start something that requires me to talk literally all of the time. Now, I'm not certain, but it looks like there's something over there. Oh, he's just waiting for me. I got the element of surprise. I'll never see what's fucking coming. Except he will, because he's immediately able to smell me, because, you know, he's not real, and I am real. Sorry, Mr. Moo Cow. You really shouldn't have been coming this way. Unless, of course, you know what? All the cows are female, aren't they? Because bulls don't have the black and white color pattern, do they? I'm pretty sure that all, like... You know what, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I don't know animals. I've seen horses once. That was an interesting experience. Because horses are fucking huge. They're fucking tall-ass animals. Never ridden on a horse because, you know, I don't like the idea of that. It's not so much the riding of the horse as much as the fact that I'm really putting a very delicate part of my anatomy in the hands of something that could very easily just decide, I don't like having this thing on me, and just throw me off. The delicate piece of my anatomy being my whole anatomy. However, I guess much more delicate parts would be resting on the back of this monstrous animal. So, that's frightening. Never really understood the desire for horse riding nowadays. You know, I'm not absolutely 100% opposed to it. That would be kind of, it's kind of really, ugh, God, I can't talk today. It's kind of ridiculous to look at anything, really, and go like, fuck no, never. Within reason, of course. There are some things that obviously you should look at that and go, ho, no sir, no thank you. How dare you even suggest I would do that? But like, I'm afraid of heights, sort of, but if realistically someone gave me like a good reason and was like, let's go skydiving, I'd consider it. I might even do it, because it's, especially since I have a, most people have a bucket list, you know, things they want to do before they die. I have a kick the bucket list, which is things I'd like to do before I die, but which also have a vague possibility of killing me. And it's just one of those things that I'm doubtful I'll ever even take it into consideration to really do. But it's also something that, like, if a realistic opportunity to skydive came up and it was like, yeah, it's the most safe version of it, I'd probably go for it to cross it off the list. The other ones on there are actually a little more difficult to do, for the most part. Like, pilot a hot air balloon. That's difficult, because I really don't feel like getting a license for a hot air balloon. You know? Get struck by lightning and live. That one's really hard. That one's entirely up to God. Whichever god you believe strikes with lightning, it's completely on the whim of that mofo to just go, yeah, you get it today. And every now and then he'll see someone and go, you know what? Second serving. You seem like someone who could really have 2 strikes of lightning in your life. It's rare, but it happens. And who knows? Maybe you really did need to be struck by lightning twice. Maybe it gave you superpowers, and you never realized it. Have you ever tried flying since you were struck by lightning? You shouldn't jump off your house, but you ever put your hand up and try to fly away? I'm betting the answer is maybe, because I don't know you. I don't know you, lightning-struck man or woman. Getting a little more confident in this to the point that I'm now just kind of babbling, because I'm trying to keep a little bit of the dead air off. Wow, there is no fucking village anywhere in this world, is there? Yeah. I feel like at the same time as landing on that, I feel like I just, like, I did, like, Link's, down B from Super Smash Brothers. just drop down and slink right into the sheep's head. Or back, I guess. Somewhere. This is one of those enchanted forests. The location really wouldn't match up though, would it? Did I come this far? Dude, if this is that pool of water. It's not. Damn. Okay. I don't remember what I set this world stuff to. And I think some of those things might not have taken. Because, as stated previously, the game's now in easy mode. I didn't change it back from normal, but I also don't feel like changing it back to normal, because not really much of a point. Alright, that was the alarm. One moment, please. And welcome back to me. Thank you, me. So polite to yourself. So, no joke, forgot what I was saying. Something about, I don't know. Oh, a desert village would be nice to find. You know what would also be nice to find? Literally any village. Or anything. I haven't even found, like, animals, really, besides the, like, food-based animals. I found one wolf. How weird is that? I found a lone wolf. Legitimately. Should never find lone wolves. This episode is gonna end up going long now, because I forgot to restart the timer, because... I mean, I forgot a sentence mid-sentence, so that's... Is it really that hard to believe I would forget a timer? Blub, blub, blub. Oh, man. Oh, man. Am I ever gonna find a village? Fuck me. Did I turn on... Oh, there's a generate structures thing. I really hope I turned that on. I'll have to check that between these. And if I didn't... Oh well. I really don't know what to do then. If anything... I don't know. There's a lot of stupid options. I really don't want to waste the time stopping just to cook. Even though cooking is... I could stop jump sprinting, but have you ever done it? It's so fun. Oh my gosh. So much desert. I didn't even finish my entrees. Why are they giving me so much desert? Mighty Zeus, why have you forsaken me? Sand on an island, trees. I really wish there was some kind of indicator to indicate, obviously, where a village might be found. Because it really is just completely random. It's all RNG. And man, if I ever get into any other certain games, you'll see that RNG and I have a very severe problem. What the fuck was that noise? RNG hates me. Like, there are games where it astounds me how much I get screwed over. And then there's games where it's not even the RNG so much as it's just the world conspires against me in the most spectacular of ways. For instance, Smite, a game that I'm actively going to never play on this channel, that I barely want to play as it is, because Smite is essentially Stockholm Syndrome the game. I tend to play Smite at least like once a week with some friends of mine. The problem with that is our luck is the worst luck. Did I get an egg from that? Or was that a feather? Feather looked a lot like an egg for a second. Not like a... You know, it didn't look like a Minecraft egg. It looked a lot like an egg from real life. So I guess that would be... I gotta stop and cook a little bit. While I'm cooking, I'll explain to you why I have trouble with Smite. Smite is a great game. A fantastic game, even. The premise is awesome. It's like the premise is tailored to me. You play as gods of mythology. One of my favorite subjects being mythology. Okay, cool. Just don't put them in there. That's great. I probably went to inventory instead of that. But you play as gods of mythology. fighting against each other, earning worshippers, and just, it's so cool as a concept, and even as a game, it's so great to play. And I'm not sponsored by them. That'd be ridiculous. I've been here for 4 days. Literally 4 days. But I do love Smite in a way, because it's such, it in and of itself is a great game. However, Smite hates me with the passion of 10,000 burning suns. It is astounding. In my entire life of playing video games, literally an entire life of playing video games, I don't remember a time when I didn't play video games. My first memory, legitimately, the first memory I have in my head, ever, is like my brain turned on in the middle of me playing Sonic 2 on a Sega Genesis. In the entire time of playing video games, an entire lifetime of that, never in my life have I felt more honest to God attacked by a game than I do playing Smite. Because the things that Smite does to me is ridiculous. Whenever I play with my friends, which I'd like to point out, none of us are, we're not like, you know, we're not super pros or anything. Oh yeah, I turned off auto jump, yeah. So, you know, we're not the greatest in the world, but we're not terrible. None of us is like awful. This is frightening. Oh, it's much clearer than it used to be though. We're all at least okay. When you play Smite though, there's a few game modes, realistically. Let's say there's technically 2 types of game modes. There's 3v3, there's 5v5. Oh yeah, Siege is 4v4, but so there's 3, 4, or 5. Those are the amount of people that you can have. There's also duels, but that goes into ranked, and I don't touch ranked. Because I have enough trouble with regular Smite. I really don't want to deal with players who play in ranked. So when you play that, if you don't have a full party of your own friends, you have to get randoms. In a matchmaking system that it feels like I one day walked into its house, shit on its carpet, and insulted its entire family. It hates me so badly. In the entire time I've played Smite, 2 years now, I'd say. Probably about 2 years I've been playing Smite, maybe. Like either a year and a half, 2 years. Whenever me and my friends play, the people we get as our randoms are the most astoundingly, ridiculously incompetent people. And I'm not saying that I expect them to be like the greatest players in history. I'm not expecting Cloud9 to suddenly hop into our game. But like, I expect you to not actively work against your team. 90% of our games, I end up shouting and I end up growling, realistically, because it's become this self-fulfilling prophecy. Prophecy? Yeah, jeez. The self-fulfilling prophecy that if we have a random, that random is going to be just the worst human being, the worst video game player. It's like we get these people, we'll get these people that are like, they're diamond level gods. They've got 36 stars, which means when you're playing Smite, you have level 1 to 10 of a god. It means nothing. It's basically just a proving point of like how much you've played that god. They added a new prestige leveling system that added stars around your the indicator of level 1 through 10 in Roman numerals, so it's one line through X. Every star being another X. There have been times that we've gotten people. We once got someone who was a 36 starred person, meaning they had played that god and only that god basically since birth. Because to obtain that many levels is insanity. On anything, that's insanity. Unless there's like a double reputation weekend, you're using every booster you can possibly use, and the luck is on your side forever. It takes a while to get a god anywhere. Time is about to run out, but this time I will actually remember what sentence I'm talking about, so one moment. And I'm back. So, when you get a star, that's an indication that you are a damn good player. It should be anyway. The problem is, you also get worshippers for losing games. So, people could suck forever and just be really persistent at sucking. And not in any fashion a good way. Haha, your aim is shit. Whoa. Sorry to interrupt the convention, guys. So, we once got someone who was 36 stars. I hate this person. I hate this person with a fiery passion. Whoa, okay, don't get stuck in that, because there's a creep. Because there are different kinds of terrible people. This person, I feel like the only way they could have been this awful is right as the game was about to start, they checked their watch and said, "Ah, shit. I gotta go get your mom from work. So, little Timmy, you're 5 years old now. Here, I want you to play your first game of Smite ever." And they handed the controller off and left, leaving little Timmy alone to fend for himself. It's just an insult to be given such terrible players on a consistent way, because there's 3 types of terrible people that we always get them. No matter what our enemy, no matter what god they pick, no matter how many masteries they have, they could be 0 with like no points. They could be their first 5 nanoseconds of playing Smite. I've said nanoseconds a lot. I say nanoseconds a lot, don't I? But it could be like their first day of Smite ever. If they're our enemy, it's like they can't lose. It's like, oh, you've been playing Smite 4 seconds? Alright, cool. Here's all the luck you'll ever need. We get these people who have been playing for 27 years. Their father is the president of Hi-Rez, and let them play the beta 16 days before everyone else. They have every mastery they could ever obtain. It's like they get on our team and someone injects them with pure, undiluted stupidity. Or they get on our team and decide, you know what? I'm gonna be a dick. I'm normally a good guy. In fact, there have been times that we've fought against people that we had on our team, and suddenly they're amazing. Like, they're the most active player, they're getting every kill, but when they were on our team, they lived in the buffs. That is the biggest problem I have, is the amount of times. This is what I was trying to say. So there's 3 people that we get. There's the instant quitters, who are like, the first time an arrow hits them from a hunter, they're like, I give up, and they quit the game. And it's like, oh good, great, we're down a person. Which, granted, with the level of terribleness that the people we get, being what it is, that's an interesting coloration. Dude, I don't know where the fuck I am. I've never seen this kind of place. With how terrible the people we usually get is, that might just be a good thing for us. Spider jockey. Whoa. Okay. But it's still an insult. The second is the douchebag. The one who joins the game just to actively work against the team because, you know, why should they not be banned from playing? Yeah, just let them run wild. It doesn't matter. We get those not as often, but we get them too much for it to be okay. It's ridiculous how often we get these people. You know, once a year is like, wow, where'd that douchebag come from? Like, that should be it. It should be like, whoa, that's out of left field, not, it's just Tuesday. Or, oh yeah, we've played with this guy before, and all of us submitted a report against him with all the same things saying, hey, he just did nothing but screwed us all over. Okay, there's an underwater temple. Are you fucking kidding me? I found an underwater temple. I have yet to find a village. What's next? Will I find a mansion? Will I find the lost city of Atlantis? Is that it? Is that actually Atlantis? Aquaman, are you there? Look, we get these people too much in Smite. Sorry for going a little off tangent, it's just, seriously, wow. We do. What we also get is my personal most hated. People who live in the buffs, who just live in the jungle. Now, if you don't know Smite, let me explain something. The whole point of Smite is, it's your team versus an enemy team fighting to destroy towers. It's a MOBA. So you follow your minions, kill the enemy minions, take down their towers, take down their Phoenix, kill their Titan, you win. Each game type has a set number of lanes. You pick a lane, you go down it, you swap lanes depending on where the fight is. And, you know, try to survive, try to kill everyone you can. There's also something called the jungle. Now, it's more apt when you are playing Conquest because that has an actual, like, you're a jungler. That's your role in Conquest. Conquest is, like, the big game type. But we get people who I don't think they understand that a jungler is only for Conquest. Because it's like, oh, a team fight's happening. Where's our Poseidon? Oh, he's getting the buff. Dude, are you not looking at the map and noticing everyone else is all the way over fighting? Alright, I can let it slide, you know? Maybe you were already at the buff and you were like, look, I'm already here, it's already halfway down. Okay. 5 minutes later, I look back over and it's like, oh, he's in a different buff. Okay, he couldn't have lost the buff he had before yet. Like, are you fucking serious? Two of them? What the fuck is happening in this world? But yeah, it's like, oh my god, why did I not build a boat? God damn it, I'm stupid. But it's like, every time I look to see where this person is, they're either in the buffs or in the fountain, where you start. It's like, I've never seen you fight anyone. Are you even here? Like, do you think you're getting something for buffing? Like, realistically, what you're doing is fucking everyone else over in 3 different ways. You're taking the buffs, meaning no one can get them, including the people on your team, because you're not strengthening the buff you have, you're just renewing it constantly, which means nothing if all you're going to do is turn around and use that buff to get more buffs. That's ridiculous. That's like eating a protein bar to go out and buy a protein bar. But you drive to get the protein bar. The second problem is that you're not helping the fight. You're not gaining enough levels that you could help the fight. Jungling is not a very effective format unless you're in Conquest, because you're jungling to keep yourself buffed, to keep your team buffed, and to keep everyone else from getting buffs. All of the enemies shouldn't be buffed because you're the jungler. You're stealing buffs so that they are weakened. you're helping lane to lane because you've been getting buffs, giving everyone else buffs, and gaining little bits of levels. If you're living in the jungle in Clash, or even worse in Arena, what are you doing in the jungle, which is just 3 spots in Arena? Those are the people we get every time. Those 3 is just the worst kind. Every game. When we get someone who's okay, when we get someone who doesn't walk out of the fountain, trip, and break their own legs, it's like, it's a shock to the system. It's like, oh my god, is that guy actually fighting someone? Is that guy actually doing something? Whoa. Guys, I think we have someone with more than 4 brain cells in his head. I can't believe it. But I could sit here and talk about Smite constantly. Most of it will be complaints about the terribleness that we are constantly heaped with. Hi-Res, if any of you ever hear this, please forgive me for whatever it is I did in a past life, or in even this current life somehow, that angered you so. I love Smite. Please stop beating me with it. It's legitimately like Stockholm Syndrome. No matter how much it knocks me around and drives me to the point of insanity, I still come back every day. I still log in every morning to get the gems because I need the gems for skins. It's ridiculous. No village, but we did find 2 fucking temples. Oh, why didn't I go to those? You know what? Episode 5. We'll go to the temples. I believe this is episode 4. My brain is turning to mush. Anyway, okay. That's what we'll do next. Tomorrow. Next episode. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this, you don't have to like, you don't have to subscribe, but if you do, thank you kindly. I may seem a little more upbeat, and that's because I'm getting a little bit more comfortable with this. Really hope this can continue on, because this is actually getting more and more fun as I do it. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a good day. And good night, goodbye, and good luck with whatever you're doing.